Hello. So today we are going to do a makeup look not using any of the products that I'm normally used to using. I normally use a cream-based foundation for my face and all of their eyeshadows, but today I'm going to not use it, which is outside of my comfort zone. I did go ahead and do a couple things before I got started. I did go ahead and prime my skin with this product called VFX Pro Camera Ready Perfecting Primer by a company called Farmasi. Probably, there we go, you can see it there. I did go ahead and prime my skin with that. So, that's out of the way. I did go ahead and put on my lashes by one of my favorite companies, and their shape is called Marie Claire. I like them a lot. The link for everything is going to be in the description at the end of this video. So, all right. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to do eyes first. So let's start with that. Move this up and out of the way as much as I can. I know this is like a crazy wig, but it's just kind of fun. For me, I haven't worn it in years. I bought it like years ago, and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to look like real crazy today and just put on an extremely big wig. It's like this blue something or another thing going on, but whatever. Another thing that's going to be crazy is I am not going to use any of the brushes that I'm used to using, which is, this could be a hot mess. For the eyeshadow though, I am using a deck of Scarlet palette. These colors, I'm gonna use those. I have no idea how that's gonna turn out or anything like that, so you'll see with me. But before I start, I'm going to use the eyeshadow primer by a company called Farmasi as well, the same company that the primer is by. It's called Pro to Fit Eyeshadow Primer, and it kind of looks like, I guess those like paint pots or whatever. So gonna start with that. I don't know who this brush is by, but I just grabbed it out of my little stack of brushes. I probably should have done my brows first, which is what I typically do. But for whatever reason, today I did not follow protocol. So this is going to be a special event for the both of us. However it ends up, it ends up. But I think we'll end up with something fairly decent. Okay. I probably used more of that than I needed to use. But it is what it is. I'm going to clean that up with another brush. Don't ask me who it's by, because here's the thing, I'm used to using only a couple brushes at one time, and they're dual ended. So, but I was like, what happens if one day all of them break and for whatever reason I can't get back to them? So just using this to blend this stuff out before it sets. So it goes on like creamy, but it actually starts setting pretty quickly. Just, this is my first time using it, so shucks. That's already pretty good news. If you're, you know, trying to have a nice solid base for your eyeshadow. Dang. What is this again? This is, okay, so this is a Farmasi Pro to Fit Eyeshadow Primer. You got to hurry up and start working with it, because it actually starts setting fast. Like, and when I say start working with it, I mean like getting it blended out so that you can put eyeshadow on top of it, because it practically sets like right away. So next thing, oh, this used to be one of my favorite. This is an e.l.f. brush, blending brush. Anyway, I'm going to use it to actually do, let me make sure I have my other one before I do that, because I had bought two of them when I used to use them because I thought they were amazing. I'm going to use This is probably what I should have used to blend that, whatever, the eyeshadow stuff in. Because this is a concealer brush. Anyway. I don't use these. This is a Morphe brush. Okay, I'm going to use this Morphe brush for my eyeshadow. So I'm going to start with, I'm actually dipping into a blush. And I'm going to use it as like a base color for eyeshadow. And I'm actually going to start above where I was blending the eyeshadow primer in. And I know you noticed I am doing this before I done my foundation. I like doing my eyeshadow before I do my foundation in case anything falls on my face. I can kind of get that off. Of course, nothing is falling on my face yet, but all right, there's that part. I'm going to use the same brush. No, I'm not, because for the color I'm about to dip in, which is scary as heck, is actually a color called Onyx, and it's like a black color. So, not sure who this brush is by, but I'm going to take this and dip into this black color here called Onyx. Again, the eyeshadow is by Deck of Scarlet. I used to have a subscription and I have like all these random palettes by them. So I'm lightly making a circle and going in. Lightly making a circle and going in. But not all the way in. Now I'm going to take the brush that is a blending brush. It has nothing on it. It's e.l.f. blending brush, and just literally blend. And move on to the next color after this. Alright. Next color I'm going to use is this thing. It says Taglines. It is like a gold, like that right there. I haven't used any of these brushes in God knows how long, because I am, like I said, used to using a whole other set. This is another e.l.f. blending brush, which I'm not going to use. Let's see. I'm going to try, this is a cream shadow brush by a company called Unique. I'm going to see how it delivers this. For me. I'm like pressing and rubbing. This gold is not a cream, by the way. It's just, it's a powder. But Press and rub, or drag, I guess is a better word. Press and drag. So I'm going to take this brush, blending brush by e.l.f. that has nothing on it, and blend this out. All right, here's where we are so far on the eyes. I will see what this yellow is gonna do. It's called limoncello. I don't know if I'm saying it right or not, but I'll take this angle brush and dip into it. Kind of made like a eyeliner out of it. I don't know if you could tell. It is kind of pigmented. Okay, so that's that part. I'm going to go back to the original brush I was using to do that. Moonstone is a color. It was just a natural brown color. And blend out across here because I need to do my brows next. All right, gonna take that same brush before I do my brows and dip in the onyx color and do really dark under my eyes. This is a dare for me. All right, that's that. I'm gonna take, I'm not putting anything on here, but I'm just gonna use the color from the brown that was on the bottom, that I used up top, and blend out the bottom. Hopefully you can see this well enough. I'll do an after picture though so you can see for sure. All right, I need to do my brows. So for brows, gotta find me an angle brush that I didn't already use. I guess I'll just use the same one I just used. It's bigger than I would normally. Oh, I found one. This angle brush is by Morphe. It's E11. That's what it looks like. I'm gonna take the Farmasi eyebrow pomade. and shape my brows. This color is dark brown, number 3. Just dip in there and go to town. Everybody has a different way of shaping their brows. This is just how I do mine. Kind of just doing like short upward strokes. Honestly, I need to go get these things shaped like professionally, but I'm scared to let anyone touch my brows nowadays because the last time I trusted someone to, you see how thick my brows grow. They were practically non-existent. You have to focus when you're doing your brows, man. I don't care how many years you've been doing them or how good you are at it. You still have to focus. All right, so I filled them in. Now I'm gonna just kind of work on the shape and clean it up around them with a cream. Not a cream, but a concealer. Oh, let me get my spoolie. There. Now we're going to go ahead and take, this is a concealer number 7, full coverage concealer by Farmasi, and the color is number 7. And I'm going to take this flat brush, I don't know who it's by, and kind of do under my brows with it. Already you can see a difference on this side and that side. This is, you know, it looks more lifted and more neat. So same thing on the other side. I didn't dip back into the tube. I just, whatever's on the wand, I'm putting on here. And like I said, everybody's brow technique is totally different. This is just what I'm doing for myself. You figure out what works for you and you do that. There is no right or wrong way. It's what is right for you, is my belief. There's that for the moment. Again, that was a concealer by Farmasi, and the color is full coverage concealer, and it's liquid number 7. So I'm going to take the brush that I was using and just make sure that my line is sharp now that I've gone through and added concealer. All right. So we got that part out of the way. Last thing I'm going to do to my eyes is to fill in, use this Kajal Gel Eyeliner, which is like a black cream eyeliner, also by the company Farmasi. And I'm going to grab, I have an angle brush, but alright, I'm going to use the angle brush I've been using this whole time. Alright, so I'm going to take the same one by Morphe. Well, this is M165 actually. We're going to see if I regret this or not, but I'm dipping into it. And first, I'm just going to like press in and up, and up, and do the same thing on the other side. The thing, you see how it's facing to is at that angle, so press in and up. I already know that one's gonna be better than the other because I'm right-handed. Like that already looks like trash. So pull down from right there. Do the same thing on the other side. You can't see. So now I'm taking the color the rest of the way over, and we'll go back to clean up the actual, what they call them, cat eye or whatever. All right. Take, this is just, I don't know who this is by. I think this is an old brush I got from Avon a long time ago. I want to straighten out this line here. Oh, I'm in my mirror over here and I'm out of the frame, sorry. But you saw how I did it on the other side. All right, that is basically all done. So now all I have to do as fast as I can, because I only have like barely 10 minutes left, do the rest of my face, which would be my lips and my foundation. So I haven't done foundation that is not cream in forever. So here we go. I'm going to take this Real Techniques brush and use the 10 minutes I got left to do what I can. And then I'll have to show you an after picture. I haven't used a non-cream foundation and God knows how long. It has to be more than a year. Well, the coverage is pretty good. This is VFX Pro Camera Ready Foundation by Farmasi in the color 9, which I believe is also called either, I think it's called, I'll put it in the description because I don't want to say the wrong thing. Wow. Well, I can honestly say I like the coverage. It only took me that one dot that you saw me apply, and I was able to do my whole face. Going to put on lipstick. This is color number 6, which I believe is called Superstar. It's the liquid matte lipstick. Love that color. Okay, so there's that part. If I didn't go back and do anything else like under my eyes, this is like a super rush job. I still need to go back and highlight and contour. So, but this is basically where we stand. I could afford to go back under my eyes with the black liner. And I still need to go back and highlight and contour. So I'm gonna do that and let you guys go. And you can see the finished product after that. So I'll see you guys in a minute. So this is the after. I did go ahead and add the highlight by Farmasi. This color is terracotta. It's a terracotta powder, and there's the color. So I did add that in, and I added up under my eyes and in the places where you would normally like highlight, like your T-zone. I used this powder here. The color is it's a face perfecting pressed powder, also by Farmasi, and this is number 6, which is warm dark. With my skin tone, I probably would I wouldn't use this on my whole face because it's not the right color for my whole face. But for a highlight powder, like a setting powder under my, at least at the moment, under my eyes and my nose here, here, just in your like upside down triangle or T-zone, whatever you want to call it, I would have used it there, and that's what I used it for. I already told you what lipstick I use, which is also by Farmasi. This color here. Everything will be in the comments. I did use the sculpting powder a little bit, but you know, I used only that shade right there. On my skin tone, this particular one doesn't have a name, but it could be an eyeshadow. But other than that, I'm not displeased at all with the foundation. I only had to use a little bit. It's been a while since I used a liquid foundation, and I am pleased with the coverage. I will say that. I'll have to use this product some more to get an idea of how well it works, and you know, if I would recommend it. Or I mean, I recommend this for sure, but other stuff I don't know yet because I haven't used it all yet, but for what I've used so far. So the other thing I did do, I have this palette here by Aesthetica. Since I didn't really have a powder contour I could use, I used this color right here for my contour. So this is it. This is everything all done. I did use a setting spray, but you can use any setting spray. You don't have to have any one in particular. I did also use a brown liner just on that part of my eye. You know what I did not do that I should have done? I did not do anything on the inner corners of my eye. So real quick, I'm going to dip into, I'll use my highlight by Farmasi, the Terracotta highlight powder in number 15 that I had already put on my cheeks. It reminds me of that Becca that was real popular a little bit ago. There we go. Okay, now I'm done. And I did use the same powder up under my brows too, to highlight under there. So that's it. The finished look. I'll take after pictures. Thanks for hanging out with me. See you later.